Hey there, this is Hafiz and I'm making this video to make you understand that we just started our speaking lesson. You might find some improvements or you are not understanding what you should do in the speaking. So that's the reason I'm making this video. For the last 10 years, I have been teaching PT Academic. It's not about just throwing some random strategies. What is my ultimate objective is to find out what you are making mistakes and how we can rectify it, how I can help you to rectify it. So today I'll be showing one particular student's performance in the speaking that he did the sectional mock test yesterday. Today is 21st of May, 20th of May 2026. And you can watch and listen, and the way I'll be trying to make you understand that what you should do in your PT Academic Speaking so that you can do better. Where you are right now, it doesn't matter. You might be in the level of IELTS Band's equivalent 5, 5.5, but you are targeting 7 or even 8. It's possible. So you know that you need to get 76 in speaking if you want to claim IELTS Band score 7 in speaking, and you have to get 88 out of 90 if you want to claim IELTS Band score 8 superior English in the speaking. So my main objective is to make you understand that what kind of approach, what are the patterns you should follow while you'll be doing speaking in your PT Academic examination. One thing here, make sure that I'll be showing the demonstration of a student, the male student, whether you are a boy or a girl, a man or woman, it doesn't matter. Try to understand the particular concept so that you can get a clear idea what you should do, what you should not do. Let's jump into discussion and try to understand what the way we should speak in PT Academic so that we can get our desired score in one attempt. But make sure you have to focus on the pattern, the way you should talk in PT Academic examination, and you can't do it without proper practicing. At least 30 to 40 minutes every day you should practice speaking, focusing more on self-evaluation, that the way you will be practicing, listen to yourself, that the okay, whatever I have did, and try to understand what are the mistakes you made. And definitely you know that how to check that what are the mistakes you made. I showed you in the class. So okay, we can click here. So first of all, try to understand this screen. You can see here in this particular screen, this person took a section mock test on APEUni. Remember APEUni, whether you get 88 out of 90, it doesn't matter. Even you got 70, it doesn't matter, because self-evaluation is very much important. The way this particular system gives you a score, it doesn't matter. So make sure that whenever you'll be practicing, ask me on my support group, WhatsApp, so that I can give you the manual feedback. But before asking, please check by yourself at least one time the way Hafiz demonstrated in the classes, the way Hafiz showed you. Is it the way that I am doing or not? That will be easy for me because I can definitely give you the best feedback. So you can see here the date is 20th of May and the person got 82. So let's jump into the way it can help you to understand that what are the things we should do, what are the things we should not do. So first of all, click this test. It's getting opened so that you can see here. That means you know that in PT Academic, in speaking, there are total 4 type of questions that gives you a score in the listening. So reading, what he did the speaking test. Out of 90 he got 82. It doesn't matter whether he got 82 or 72, I told already. And writing 10, because 10 is equal to 0 in PT Academic examination. So his reading and writing will be 10 because there is no questions linked with reading and writing from speaking. But listening, that person got 42 because you know that 4 question, that is read it sentence, retell lecture, answer short question, and summarize group discussion. These 4 questions can contribute a score. So out of 90 got 42. Even I am not giving you the assurance that this score is the valid score, but definitely we'll be checking. So first I'll be making this video into 2 parts. Part 1 I'll be covering read aloud, repeat sentence and describe image, and in part 2 I'll be covering the rest of the 4 questions so that you can understand, and it should not take longer time so that you should not get bored. So first of all, you can see the first read aloud the person did, he got 88 out of 90. Again, friend, try to understand, please. You might get 70, you might get 65, you might get 54. It doesn't matter right now because I am trying to show you the pattern. So here, what are the things we need to know on this? We have to understand first. First is that person did the read aloud within 18 seconds. That is, the whole duration is 40 seconds and he did within 80 seconds. In this particular portal, there is a logic that if you are doing any task with clarity, everything completed with below 20 seconds, you will get very good score. But that is not true in PTE Academic examination. I have many students who did the read aloud within 35 to 39 seconds, but they got 90 out of 90 they speaking. I have many students from Asian, like Malaysia, Indonesia, Vietnam, South Korea, Japan, China, they got their score. So this is something that you don't need to think about, but if you want to know that, okay, this is the relationship with that particular things, it happens because the word a particular matrix that is called word per second, and that is very much important for you to understand. But honestly, that doesn't happen in real examination. So your main focus is continuous speaking without any hesitation, without any mumbling, without any break. And then if you can do the best. Now it is time to listen and try to understand the way the persons did the read aloud, whether you can do in this way or not. So 3, 2, 1, listen.
Land is scarce in many parts of our fast urbanizing world. Few
So you can see that clarity is there, pronunciation is better, fluency is there, there is no there is no pauses, and he delivered in continuous move. That is, the rhythm is there as well because he made that as a one chunk and delivered in one go. Then what he should have done, and that is there is a full stop, so he should have given a little bit of better pauses, but that's all right, making more that whatever he said in the second sentence.
communities have the chance to create something brand new on a significant piece of land, and even fewer
You can see that here he stopped. So he also made that in such a way that definitely it is his first read aloud, so he didn't focus more on chunking. But yes, he followed the sentence level as well, but he really made the rhythm because whenever he is here, then he made a pause. So if I play from here,
communities have the chance to create something brand new on a significant piece of land, and even fewer can develop that
that means he took his breath. So definitely it is a very critical thing that in this stage you can control the breath taking, the way you can take your breath in and out, the way you feel comfortable.
land in a way that confronts climate change, generates jobs, and
You can see here the way he made is as a chunk. Have a look so that you can understand from here.
develop that land in a way that confronts climate change, generates jobs, and attracts investment.
Okay. So you can see within last 3 seconds, he did actually within 15 seconds because last 3 seconds he just clicked next for the reason probably 2 to 3 seconds happened. So he should control the way he should speak, but at least he should keep some kind of rhythm. But still he got 88. To me, this is not more than 80 plus performance. So usually he got extra plus 10, I can tell, in his PT Academy examination. He will not get that score. From my personal opinion, the way I have checked, the way I deal with students, I know that it will not happen. But moving on the second read aloud, that what he did within 22 seconds and he got 75. Let's check that one.
The world is aging and becoming increasingly urban. For the first time, there are more older persons.
Now you can see that here, if I play one more time,
The world is aging and becoming increasingly urban. For the first time, there are more
so this part is not good at all. The world is aging and becoming increasingly urban. So he should have said in that way, the world is aging and becoming increasing urban. But he did in one go because he is not following the chunk as well. So this is very much important. Second one, but clarity is there, focusing more on anytime giving delivery in one attempt. There is no there is no word by word sound. Remember, word by word sound means the world is aging and becoming increasingly urban. It is word by word sound. You can't do that one. You have to make it the world is aging and becoming increasingly urban. So it is the way that you are making the chunk. That is important. Moving on.
older persons than children under 5, and more people are driven to cities for livelihoods, to have access to essential services, and to simply enjoy their golden years.
Here he made mistakes and that's the reason he got poor score because here there is somehow he hesitated and the system tried to understand that okay he is hesitated, so it is not at all good way. So this performance is not at all good compared to the first one because there is no hesitation, no mumbling, no fumbling, no unnecessary pauses. It was very much good. But definitely he should focus more on how much time he should spend so that the message is very much clear. Moving on.
How can we ensure cities welcome and nurture a diverse population in ways that are equitable for all?
Okay. So for me, this is approximately in between 70, maximum he can get 70, not more than that. So again, the system is giving a score that is not right. So you can see that he got overall 88. He is happy from this particular portal, but I suggest that, okay, please make sure that this is not the right way. So try to make it pause here. Just pause it and do it by yourself, that what you should do. So you can see here that first of all, in this particular part, you can see the world is aging. This is a chunk. And becoming increasingly urban, another one. For the first time, another chunk. There are more older person than it is the full chunk than children under 5. So this on the, so I can see that here it is a continuation. So I just make the continuation so that you can understand. Moving on. And more people are driven to cities for livelihoods, to have access to essential services, and simply to enjoy their golden years. How can you ensure cities welcome and nurture a diverse population in ways, so I can see, that are equitable for all? Now, if you do in this way, please try to understand the way you should do. 3, 2, 1. The world is aging and becoming increasingly urban. For the first time, there are more older persons than children under 5, and more people are driven to cities for livelihoods, to have access to essential services, and simply to enjoy their golden years. How can we ensure cities welcome and nurture a diverse population in ways that are equitable for all? So you can see that this is the way that you are making chunk. It might take the same time, but I will get better score. That is very much important. So make sure that you are pausing here and you are practicing the way I told. You can play back and then forward, but make sure that it is very much important to understand. Then we'll be checking another read aloud, so that after that we'll be going to describe image. So first we'll try to find out a good score that he got. So this one got 86. Try to listen this one.
Fences are not just designed to keep people and animals out, but they also keep things in, like children. From a safety perspective, knowing your children are in a yard that is fenced offers solid peace of mind. When it comes to their well being, fences are also great for keeping pets in a confined, controlled area.
You can see that why he got 86, because you can see for these he got 20 seconds, but it is still shorter than the first one who got 88. So the word per second rules actually work. Please make sure that sorry, excuse me, this 86 is not 86. This is a very good performance. I might say it is a 90 performance for sure. So definitely what he could do, that he could make focus on the chunking, but still this is the pattern. Definitely I will suggest him, and already we took a one-on session, so he already understood and he will be practicing accordingly. So here the main learning is that if you speak continuously with a very short span of time, you'll be getting very good score on this particular portal. But to get a score in the PT Academic, make sure that you are chunking, no no hesitation, no mumbling, no extra pauses, no word by word sound. This is very much important. You might be confused that, okay, Hafiz, what is word by word sound means? Try to listen these things, that you can understand what is word by word sound. Word by word sound. And I'll say chunk by chunk. You have to do word by word. You can't do. So first I'll be doing the word by word so that you can get an idea. So the word by word is, fences are not just designed to keep people and animals out, but they keep also things. In like children, from a safety perspective, knowing your children are in yard that is fenced offers solid peace of mind when it comes. You can see that it is all word by word. It doesn't make any sense. So we have to do the chunk by chunk. So fences are not just designed to keep people and animals out, but they also keep things in, like children. It's a full stop. From a safety perspective, knowing your children are in yard that is fenced offers solid peace of mind when it comes to their well-being. Fences are also great for keeping pets in confined, controlled area. Okay, now if I do it in the chunk by chunk, then you can understand. If you want, you can pause it here Just practice by yourself. You can record on your mobile and listen by yourself as well, listen to by yourself, but make sure that you are understanding the core concepts. So first of all, I'm going to do the chunk by chunk. 3, 2, 1. Fences are not just designed to keep people and animals out, but they also keep things in, like children. From a safety perspective, knowing your children are in a yard that is fenced offers solid peace of mind when it comes to their well-being. Fences are also great for keeping pets in confined, controlled area. So you can see that this is the way you are speaking. That is very much important. So this is about read aloud. I'll not do more tasks right now because it will be a longer videos. Rather, what I'll be doing, I'll be checking the last one that he got 66 so that you can get an idea. So why he got 66. You might get 70, but trust me, this student got 92 times in PT Academic Speaking. But why I'm asking these changes? Because from 7th of August, the way Pearson focus more on content, this is very much important because earlier, if you get 79 out of 90, you can claim 8 IELTS Band score, that is 20 PR points. But right now it is 88. Earlier it was 65 for 7, but right now it is 76. So definitely we should not take any risk. That's the reason we have to focus more on getting the score in one attempt. And that is my philosophy in PT Academic preparation, that any of my students who will be sitting for the exam, after getting a green signal from me, they should get the score in one attempt. So we'll be listening that one.
In recent years in the UK, we have seen increased mental health problems among young people. So there has been increased focus on how to support students. Here we have found concerning evidence that students may have a higher risk of depression and anxiety.
You can see that this is not smoother the way he did earlier. So this is the way APEUni actually checks your performance. But this is not the real examinations. Trust me. Real examination doesn't check in that way. So definitely you have to make sure that you might make these kind of things, but it is not that you'll be getting very poor score in the real examination. Moving on.
Than their peers of the same age who are not in higher education.
So you can see the volume level. I sometimes told you that, okay, the volume at the very beginning is 40%, then it is 50%, then again 40%. Make sure that you are speaking loud. It is called loud, read aloud. So you have to speak loud at a consistent rate so that you can get good score. But the way he started and the way he finished, it's a lack of confidence. The confidence level was like that. So it was at the very beginning it was poor, then it peaked, it was good, then again dropped down. So make sure that you are speaking a very consistent way with rhythms, so the volume level is always same. It can be 70% can drop to 65%, not 45%, or 70% can increase to 75%, not 84%, like that. So you have to make sure that you're speaking the tone, the way you're talking, it is good enough to get the best score. So this is all about, definitely you have to make sure that you have understood that particular things so that you can get a clear idea. Okay. Now moving on, repeat sentences. So we can go do repeat sentences. We can listen to the repeat sentences the way the person said. So you can see I'm going to play. I'll check 3 repeat sentences for your better understanding. So definitely you can see the sentences. The most important consideration is that the environment should not be harmed. You can see that it's a long sentences. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is the standard. So in PT Academic, you will get 10 to 12 word based repeat sentences. So if I play the audio.
The most important consideration is that the environment should not be harmed.
Okay, you can see that the person took 4 seconds to deliver 12 words. That means for 1 second, the person delivered 3 words. So this is word per second. How many words? 3 words per second. That is very much important to understand. But in PT Academy examination, you will be given 15 seconds time to repeat that sentences. So it's not about that, okay, some people tell that, okay, just repeat that one. Not like that. You have to make sure that what is the standard way that you can confirm everything within that particular given seconds. So the student took 5 seconds. On the other hand, the person took 4 seconds because the person was ready by himself, but the student actually listened, and it's a repeat sentences and got 84. Listen together that what
The
he
most
said.
important consideration is that environment should not be harmed.
You can see that exactly 100% match. So that 3 out of 3. So you can see I told in the classes that whenever you will be doing repeat sentences, you can see the, is, the, that. These are the part that is called functional word. Functional word means if you delete those things, grammatically it is incorrect, but that will not impact that much for the meaning. But the most important part is you have to deliver the important word that is called content word. So when you are doing repeat sentences, make sure that you are doing all this way. You can get good score. It is a very small sentences, but we'll not play that one, but we can play this one. He got
The
89.
hotel
Listen
has
carefully.
100 bedrooms, all with private bathrooms.
I think it's a very easy
The
one, but
hotel
you
has
can listen.
100 bedrooms, all with private bathrooms.
I think he did within 3 seconds. You can see, and it took 5 seconds because there is a next button. Sometimes it takes time to click next. There's a reason the buffer time, the add-on times over there. So he's doing good. So this is all about repeat sentences. I'll not play because you have to practice more, because I told you that repeat sentence developing the more you practice. Definitely you have to practice with understanding. You have to focus more on shadow techniques because it's a part of our active memory. You can't do anything better within all of a sudden. So you have to practice on a regular basis. At the very beginning of the video, I told you that is 30 to 40 seconds for the first 7 days. You have to practice religiously, rigorously, and check by yourself that what are the mistakes you are making. So moving on, we will be checking one describe image and one or two describe image, and then we will be wrap up this video session. Hope you will be understanding. So here is the image. You can see waste management method uses proportions. Here the categories is recycling, compositing, incineration, and landfill. I have glasses, I might not see that clearly, that's all right, but you have to make sure that at least you have to cover all the parts, whatever it is visible for you, and you can make a meaningful sentences for that. So the person got 76 out of 90 within 32 seconds he did. Remember, in your real examination, you'll be given 40 seconds. If you can do more than 25 to 30 seconds, it's good enough to get the best score. But describe image is very much important to get your score because it's contribute 31% marks in your speaking. So to get 76 or 66 or 88 in PTE Academic, it is most important question. So we can listen what he said so that you can understand.
It
3, 2,
describes
1.
about waste management methods uses proportion in various categories such as landfill, incineration, composting, recycling, and other. It is clear from the image that landfill contributes the maximum, which is 20%, whereas on the other hand, other contributes the minimum, which is 10%. After analyzing this image, it can be concluded that this image provides crucial information, strongly supported by important facts and figures, having great impact on composting and recycling, 25 and 30% respectively.
You can see that the way he covered almost everything he covered, but again, I'll tell that he didn't do well in the better way because this is something you have to do in a conversational style. What is called conversational style, that you are talking to someone else. So he followed this template. That's fantastic. No problem about that. But the main problem is the way he spoke. He can do better. But here, if I do in front of you so that you can get an idea what you have to do. So first, in our sentence number 1, we need name and we need categories. So we have name, categories. I just mark categories here. Then we need the maximum. I can write down the max, and we need the minimum. I can write down the minimum, and other two we can talk about in the conclusion. This is in the conclusion. This is in the conclusion. And I have 25 seconds. So incineration, incineration. That's it. Now try to watch me and try to listen to me. On top of that, you can pause it here and you can do it by yourself to understand what Hafiz said and how Hafiz said, so you can get a clear idea. 3, 2, 1. The image describes waste management methods uses proportion across different categories such as landfill, incinerations, compositing, recycling, and others. It also provides some important information that the highest contribution is recycling, which is 30% and blue in color. On the other hand, the lowest contribution is other, which is 10% and gray in color. After analyzing the image, it can be concluded that this image is showing some crucial information, strongly supported by important facts and figures, having great impact on compositing, which is 25%, insertion, which is 15%, and landfill, which is 20%. I covered everything using the template, all the categories, the name, percentage. Only what I didn't do, the color name of compositing, the insertion, and landfills. That's all right. So this is the way you have to do. Make sure that you have understood whatever I said so they can get a clear idea. So this is all about for this particular video masses so that you can understand what you should do, how you should do. Please let me know if you have any confusion so that I can help you accordingly. But the most important part is here is understanding your mistakes. You are taking PT Academic Preparation Coaching for 2 years, 1 year, or even 1 month, or even 1 week. It doesn't matter. The most important part is how you are speaking naturally. You have been communicating with people for the last 10 years in English, it doesn't matter. It is important that how Pearson checks your performance. Focusing more on clarity, focusing more on conversational style, focusing more on chunking, focusing more on rhythm, avoiding hesitation, mumbling, extra pauses, and make sure that you have enough control that the way you are speaking, you are confident enough, you are telling a story, and most important part is you are making it for others. That's important. Hope this video will help you to understand what you should do in your read aloud, repeat sentence, and describe image. But my suggestion is please make sure that you are practicing by yourself. So you can practice one read aloud and then send it to me for the feedback, and send a voice message that, hey Hafiz, this is my read aloud and I think I made this mistakes. Fantastic, your understanding. What I will do, I will give you a feedback. Then do another read aloud. Then also tell that, Hafiz, based on my first read aloud, my own understanding, I avoided that mistakes, but unfortunately I made the same mistakes. That means you cannot control actually avoiding those mistakes so that I can help you. But if you don't do it, rather you are practicing APEUni 20, 30, 40, not APEUni, any other portals, because those are not the way that you can check. And you're checking, okay, Hafiz, here I got 70, next one I got 72, hooray, I 2 marks improvement. No, that is not the way it happens. I showed you right now in front of you, the person got 88, but still the person needs to work to get 88 in the final examinations. That is very much important. Though the person got 90, but we should not take any risk. That's the main concern. The same thing you have to do for the describe image. So the more you practice with quality understanding, remember, not the numbers, that, okay, Hafiz, I have done 30 repeat sentences. Good. Did you understand what kind of mistakes you made? No, it's not good at all. Hafiz, I have done 50 read alouds. Good. But do you know that what kind of mistakes you are making and how you can avoid? No, it's not a good. So my suggestion is focus more on understanding and listen the audio by yourself multiple times, that, okay, what are the areas you can improve more? Why it doesn't sound good for you? If you think, Hafiz, everything is fantastic for me, could you please check? Even you got 55 out of 90. If I tell you that, okay, it's a good enough to get the best score, trust me, you'll be getting good score. Thank you very much. See you in the class.